The US Secretary of State Antony Blinken has reaffirmed ironclad support for Israel during a highly anticipated visit to the Middle East. The top US diplomat's visit has coincided with days of violence between Israel and Palestine that's threatened to boil over. Our Washington correspondent Annalise Nielsen is live with us now. Annalise, Blinken has called for calm.
He did indeed. This is a tense time. While it's been planned for a few weeks, this visit, at least publicly, what we have seen is a rise in tensions between Israel and Palestine. Now, this is off the back of that attack we saw at a synagogue just last week where 7 people were killed. That came after a raid in West Bank, which saw a number of Palestinians killed. Palestinian authorities say up to 35 of their citizens have been killed since January 1st of this year. So we are seeing a tit-for-tat escalation, which does threaten to go out of control. At the same time, we have Benjamin Netanyahu's government that's come in right-wing to the hilt, and one of the policies that he's put forward as part of his reform agenda is changing the Supreme Court rules. Now, that's seen mass protests in Israel as well, and certainly isn't to the liking of the Biden administration, which is wary of Benjamin Netanyahu as a long-time ally and friend of Donald Trump's, to say the least. So this was an important visit, the first for Blinken to Israel since he became the Secretary of State, and one where there was very much support from both sides for Israel, but the question of the two-state solution, as always, was a tenuous one.
Palestinians and Israelis enjoying equal measures of freedom, security, opportunity, justice, and dignity. President Biden remains fully committed to that goal. We continue to believe that the best way to achieve it is through preserving and then realizing the vision of two states. As I said to the Prime Minister, anything that moves us away from that vision is, in our judgment, detrimental to Israel's long-term security and its long-term identity as a Jewish and democratic state.
I can repeat again something that you've heard me say many times. Our policy and my policy is to do everything within Israel's power to prevent Iran from acquiring nuclear weapons and the means to deliver them.
Pete, it is, however, anticipated that this visit was part of laying the groundwork for Benjamin Netanyahu to visit the White House in the coming year.